Hello. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the class. Yes, Udayraj. So I'm not well today. The last 3 days, sorry. But am I audible? I'm speaking very slow. If I try to speak louder, I'll probably cough. So this is the volume at which I'll speak. No, because I have come to studio, so let's take the class. So what I'll do today, PNC, in the last 1 week, PNC has been done. All the theory has been done by different faculty members. So today I'll be just doing the questions. Okay, and through questions, I'll also be doing some concepts. So if a question requires some kind of concept, we'll do that. All right. So let's start. And this week's schedule, tomorrow so it will be a VRC week because Quant is over now. So the first class tomorrow will be of Reading Comprehension Part 1 by Shabana ma'am. Then I'll be taking your para jumbles tomorrow. Then para summary by Shabana ma'am. Then odd one out by me. And para completion by Shabana ma'am. Then I'll be doing second session of RC. My focus will be on philosophy and psychology. Then the marathon by Shabana ma'am. That is this week's schedule. So all of you be ready for that. Okay. The night classes, I think you guys are attending it already from 12 to 2 a.m. So Raj sir has taken a lot of classes, and I think yesterday even Kamal sir took that. So this will be a 100 days batch. All right, starting with today's question. Here we go. The number of all natural numbers up to 1000 with non-repeating digits is. So I'll be giving you 2 minutes for this, and after that I'll be solving this. The time starts now. So this one was an easy question. It is just to start with the fundamental principle of counting. Up to 1000 if we need to count. First there will be the single digit numbers. How many do we have? From 1 to 9, we have 9 numbers, all right? After that, the 2-digit numbers, and it says digits should not be repeated. So when we have 2 digits, the first place can be filled in how many ways? So this is how we do PNC questions. The people do not have an idea to explain you the concept. So first digit cannot be 0, right? Because if first digit is 0, it won't be a 2-digit number anymore. Is that cool? Understood? So the first place can be filled in 9 different ways. We'll fill it with either 1 or 2 or 3 till 9. So 9 ways, and for every one way that we are filling over here, the same digit would not be repeated. in the second case. So whatever has been filled here would not be repeated. That means we are left with 8 digits, but 0 is also included. Now 0, which was, we could not fill 0 in the first place, we can fill in second place. So still we have 9 places, 9 ways. That means 9 into 1, 981. Why do we multiply? Because both things are happening simultaneously. So this is the first question. All right. I'm so sorry. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now coming to the 3-digit numbers. First, obviously cannot be filled in, cannot be filled with 0. That is for sure. So ways to fill is 9. Now whatever has been filled in first place would not be filled in the second place. But 0 can be filled, that's why. So it's the same thing as, here. Like we had 9 into 9, similarly 9 into 9. Then whatever has been filled in these two, only 8 digits are left. This will be 8. 9 into 9 into 8 is what we need to calculate. 9 9s are 81, into 8 is 648. Let's add all of it and get the answer. It is 738. Well then, I think all of you have done it correctly. Okay, so this is the first question, the basic question. Those who could not do it, did you understand? Did you understand? All right, coming to the next question. Find the sum of all the 4-digit numbers. So today I'll be doing, all sorts of questions from fundamental principle of counting, permutations and combinations, because you'll get only 1 or 2 questions in the real CAT. So after this marathon, I don't think any question will be left. All types of question I'm covering over here. Hello Shravan. Avi Krishna, you're writing 240 for which question? Okay, the second one, all right. Okay, Avi and Praveen, why do you think 240 is the answer? Those who joined now, they have missed 2 questions. All right. To solve these kind of questions, I'll tell you a technique. Not a technique, but a basic observation. Uh, Repetition is not allowed. How many numbers will be formed? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-digit numbers. So first can be filled in 4 ways, then 3, then 2, then 1. So basically, there will be 24 numbers in total that will be made. PNR voice is low because I'm suffering with extreme cold, fever, and cough. So I'm talking very slow. If I try to, speak louder, I'll start coughing. Is that manageable? Just try to put a headphone over there. So 24 numbers are there. Now I'll tell you, an interesting way to solve this. So if we have 24 numbers, that means we have 24 unit spaces, 24 10 spaces, and so on. 24 100 spaces and 24 1000 spaces, right? Is that right? All of you understand that? Now, how do we add numbers? First, we add the unit digits, and whatever is carried forward, we will send it to the tens position, and so on. All of us know that? All right. That is understandable, okay? So now tell me something. If we have 24 numbers and 24 unit positions, all these digits would be filled by either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 only. That is for sure. So if we have 24 unit digits which can be filled by either of these 4, then every digit would be occurring 6 times. Is that right? It occurs anywhere but be occurring only 6 times. We don't really care where does it occur. If we can also write all the numbers, but that will take us a lot of time. But now we can observe that they'll be occurring 6 times each. So 6 times 1 plus 6 times 2 plus 6 times 3 plus 6 times 4. If you add all of it, you'll get 60. So here 60, 0 will be there, and 6 will be carried forward. Now similarly, in tens position also, the sum will be 60. Now 60 plus 6 will be 66. Similarly, 66 here as well. So this is going to be the final answer. Is that clear, everyone? Clear? That's great. Now next one. The number of ways in which 21 identical apples can be distributed among 3 children such that each child gets at least 2 apples is what? Not Tsunami, I think you missed 3 or 4 questions. Start with this. But if this is the first time, then I don't think it's a better idea to attend this, because in the last 1 week we have completed all the theory. This is just question practice, and through some questions we'll also discuss a few concepts. So you can attend and see for 5 minutes. If it suits you, you can. Otherwise, you can watch the entire recording. It's available. All right. So for questions like this, now I want to tell you something. Whenever, everybody pay attention. Whenever we have something like this, x1 plus x2, this is very important, pay attention, till xr, okay? R is any random variable, r is equal to, it's given as n, where n is a natural number, all right? R and n both are natural numbers. I think a lot of you know it. Those who do not know, just you can write. So every question has a concept. You can just write the concept used in this question. So whenever we have this kind of equation, then there are two types of solutions that can be calculated. One is natural number solutions, other is whole number solutions. All right. Natural can be calculated in n minus 1 c r minus 1 ways, and whole in n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1 ways. Now I can derive this formula also, but I don't think this class is for derivation of the formulae. I think you guys have done it already. So just use this formula whenever we have something like this. All right, this is very important. By the way, two main formulae which will be used everywhere is combination. So combination is if we have n objects out of which we have to select r, then that can be calculated in factorial n upon factorial r into factorial n minus r ways. And if you want to arrange, select and arrange, okay, this is the important concepts from here is, if you want to select and arrange r out of n objects, there will be npr, that is given as factorial n upon factorial n minus r. Now if you notice this, can I say npr is nothing but factorial r into ncr? All right, now listen to me carefully. Some people say that ncr is selection and npr is arrangement. All right, but what I said ncr is selection, but npr is selection as well as arrangement. Is that clear? Tell me in the comments. I think I should write it. npr, permutations means selections and arrangement. Both should happen simultaneously. So here you can see that in ncr ways we have selected the things. So out of n we have selected r objects, and those r selected objects have been arranged in factorial r ways, all right, over r spaces. That is why it is selection as well as arrangement. Now this was the problem when even I felt when I was in 11th and 12th standard. Probably you will also have felt that you don't know where to use ncr and npr, right? But the concept, the only problem was we felt npr is arrangement. Arrange what? We did not know. Now we know. We need to select first and then arrange. That is what permutation means. All right. So also, having said that, we don't have to go full throttle in combinatorics for CAT. Normally, I have a habit of going deep inside mathematics and algebra specifically. Here I won't go there because it's not required for CAT. We'll stop here and here only. Okay, we won't go deep. So I'll also say that even if you don't understand what NPR is, you can just ignore it. You will be done with NCR only, and the moment you feel that you have to arrange things also, there'll be questions here. You just multiply NCR with factorial R, that will be equivalent to NPR. All right, is that clear? This specifically for people who have quit mathematics from quite a long time now. All right, now coming to the question. The question says 21 identical apples can be distributed among 3 children such that each child gets at least 2 apples. At least 2 apples. All right. So because all the apples are identical, I can just give 6 random apples, like 2 random apples to 3 children each. That means I have already distributed 6 apples. Now what is remaining? 15 is remaining. All right. 15 is remaining. So we have how many? 3 different children. Let's say first one gets x1, second gets x2, and third gets x3. All right, where x1, x2, x3 are all equal to or greater than 2. Do you understand this? Do you understand what I have written over here? x1, x2, x3 are all greater than or equal to 2. Okay, कि दो तो कम से कम मिलेंगे ही मिलेंगे, बाकी किसी को क्या मिले हमें पता नहीं है. So the moment I said that, okay, so that means फिलहाल ये समझने के लिए है, but ideally now this thing, this x1, x2, x3, ये greater than 2 नहीं है, उससे ज़्यादा है. मतलब I can just write, this is not the correct notation. x1, x2, x3 each can be greater than or equal to 0. That is the correct notation, because we have already given 6 to different people, right? Is that clear, everyone? Now, because they can be 0 also, so it means we need to calculate the whole number solutions. So we'll have 15 plus 3 minus 1, C3 minus 1 to be the correct answer. As I wrote n plus r minus 1, cr minus 1. So 17 C2 will be the answer. 17 into 16 whole upon 2 into 1. We get 136 as the final answer. That is option B. Clear? अरे क्या हो गया कमेंट सेक्शन में? वाई गाइस आर फाइटिंग एम 2026 एंड छोड़ दो सब, मत करो लड़ाई झगड़ा. एक तो वैसे ही बहुत लो फील कर रहा हूँ मैं आज. ओके, दिस इज क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू, राइट? लेट्स गो टू नेक्स्ट वन. The question says, how many of you cannot solve this? Okay. The question says a student is taking a math quiz with 6 multiple choice questions. Each question has 4 answer options, but only one is correct. The student answers all 6 questions and the teacher grades the quiz based on how many questions were answered correctly. The student's goal is to get exactly 4 questions correct, how many different ways the student answered the quiz. So tell me something. If I talk about every question. For every question, everybody pay attention. The people who could not get the solution. Okay, Praveen, Aditya. So I'm going very basic here. For every question, to answer something correct, how many ways are there? Only one way. To answer something wrong, there are three ways. Can I say that? To answer something correctly, there is one way, and to answer something incorrectly, like marking something wrong, there are three ways. Is that right? All of you, is that right? Now, the student is doing exactly 4 questions correct. So, overall we have 6 questions. Then he can select 4 questions out of 6 in 6 C4 ways. In 6 C4 ways and mark them correct. How many questions? 4 questions correctly. There's only one way. So, 1 into 1 into 1 into 1. I multiply with 1 or not, that hardly matters, because multiplication with 1 yields the same result. Right? In 6 C4 ways, this guy is going to select any 4 questions and mark it correct in one way each. Now, remaining questions are 2. Out of X, 4 have been done. So, in remaining 2 questions, both will be done wrong. So, 2C2, you are right or not right, it doesn't really matter. It will be same thing. And then, these 2 questions will be done wrongly in 3 ways each. So, that is going to be our answer. Is that clear? Not so normally, if you are cool with these kind of questions, then you can practice tougher questions. But you know what, I have taken all types of questions in this. So it doesn't really matter if you know a question, it's great. If you don't know, at the same time start practicing difficult questions as well, because the frequency of getting a question here is 3 to 4 minutes. So you can do both the things together, okay? Alright then. Is that clear, everyone? 6C4 is 15. This is 9. I'll get 135 as the final answer. Why I wrote all of it? So that you understand this logically. Otherwise, people might get confused. Is that clear, everyone? या आदित्य देखो, दिखा दिया ना 2C2 तरीके हैं वो, उसने छोड़ना नहीं, उसने ना 2 गलत कर दिए हैं. लीविंग वाला था क्या? उसने बोला एग्जैक्टली 4 क्वेश्चंस करेक्ट. स्टूडेंट्स आंसर ऑल 6 क्वेश्चंस लिखा है ना यहाँ पे, छोड़ना नहीं है. ओके आदित्य? सी द क्वेश्चन सेज दैट. नाउ कमिंग टू नेक्स्ट वन. Yes, Normie. Okay, the question says a company is creating a security system that uses a 5-digit code having all digits distinct for a high security vault. The code must be made using specific set of 5 unique digits, 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. The code must represent a number greater than 10,000. If it's greater than 2,000, then I cannot use 0 in the first position, right? That is for sure. I can't use 0 in the first position. Okay? Am I not audible? Rishit? Okay, am I audible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Now, the numbers, whatever the code is, it must be greater than 10,000. So, obviously, I cannot have 0 in the first position. So, 0 can be, the first place can be filled in 4 ways. Alright? And the remaining in 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 ways. Just calculate this, you will get 96 as the final answer. Is that clear? Cycling, this is smart trick only. Cool. This will hardly take 10 seconds, not more than that. Next one. How many of you could not solve this question? I can't see a single answer from anywhere. Okay. Greenwood, Pine Ridge. For these kind of questions, it's essential to form a table so that everything is visible to us. Boys, girls, boys, girls. So I'll write total here, then I'll write selected over here. That is how my life will be simple, isn't it? So, in Greenwood there are 7 boys and 3 girls, 7 and 3. Pine Ridge has 6 boys and 5 female. We need to have 4 male and 4 female members team. Also it says 5, so it should be from Greenwood. Okay, I'll write 5 here, and 3 should be from Pine Ridge. That is what we have. So if you write these conditions, it becomes simple for you to kind of write everything. There are no comments happening. What happened? Is this clear? I need 4 boys and 4 girls. Is this clear, everyone? So now everybody, nobody is commenting at all. Am I audible? Yes or no? Let's say if I select 1 boy from Greenwood and total 5 should be, I need to have remaining 4 girls, but that is not possible. Why? Because there are 3 girls only. I cannot select 4 girls. That means minimum I need to select 2 boys from Greenwood and remaining 3 girls from Greenwood. Is that clear? So now we have 2 boys and 3 girls, and how many do we need? We need 4 boys and 4 girls. So 2 boys already selected. Now I need 2 boys from here and 1 girl from here. Does that look good? Am I audible? Nobody is saying something. क्या हुआ ये? Refresh कर नहीं हो रहा क्या? कमेंट्स एकदम से रुक गए हैं. ओह यस, हाँ कमेंट्स रुक गए थे. ओके, कमेंट्स रुक गए थे. अब ठीक है. ओके आर्यन, डिड सेम. अरे मुझे ना तुम लोग कमेंट ही नहीं आ रहे थे, अभी आए हैं. कोई बोल रहा है. ओके, switch to top chat. All right. Now the other case is I can select 3 boys from here. मेरे को 5 लोग चाहिए यहाँ से, तो remaining 2 girls from here. Overall 4 boys, so 1 boy from here and remaining 2 girls from here. What else can I do? I can select 4 boys from here, 1 girl from here, 0 boys from here and remaining 3 girls from here. That's also a possibility. Alright. Now I can 5 लोग चाहिए. इससे कम नहीं कर सकता. Now I can select 5 boys? No, because I need 4 boys only. So these 3 cases are there, and that is all. Let's calculate the number of ways, and we'll be done. Okay. So this 7C2 into 3C3. साथ में ये भी हो रहा है, मतलब 6C2 and this also into 5C1. This is one of the cases. Or whenever we have the feeling of or, we'll just add, right? We'll go with this now. So 7C3 into 3C2 into 6C1 into 5C2, or 7C4 into 3C1 into 6C0 into 5C3. Just calculate that, I'll get the answer. Preeti, you are saying 4 males from PR Academy, it's not possible. 4 males from PR. It's not possible. No? You can select only 3 people from PR. How would select 4 males? Alright, Preeti, is that clear? So this question was, I think, now how many people would not able to solve it, because I can see अब live chat on हुआ है. That was the problem. Okay, now it's fine. ठीक है, let's go to next one. Okay, NMAT Snap course. So the course has launched. The 29th August was the first class. In case you guys want to enroll for NMAT or Snap, you can just join this. There will be 6 days a week live classes with 20 full-length mocks, which includes 10 NMAT, 10 Snap, and 4,000 plus practice questions with doubt solving and 5,000 plus pre-recorded videos. So anybody who's looking for NMAT, Snap, OMITs, you can join this course. Now coming to next question. Let's see. So it says M is in the middle. Okay, what is the rank of M? Anybody tell me? 1, 2, 3. I think it's 13th, right? M is at 13th position. It says the 5 letters are chosen. M is the middle one. Basically, M is the median. So if I count the position of these letters, then this will be the median. Is that right? So before M we have 12 numbers, 12 letters. After M we have how many? 13. So I need to select 2 out of 12 and 2 out of 13 and then multiply this. So 12C2 multiplied by 13C2 will be our answer. Alright. 6 common ले लो. 144 is the answer. अरे मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ ये? I'm so sorry. क्या गड़बड़ किया मैंने? 12C2 is how much? 66 into, मैंने प्लस कर दिया, into 78. Just multiply this, you'll get 5148 as the final answer. It is multiplication. All right. Chalo, let's go to the next one. Let's see. It says x is greater than equal to 1. ये क्वेश्चन वैसा ही नहीं है जैसा आपने पहला किया था जहाँ पे 3 बच्चे थे उनको हम चॉकलेट्स बांट रहे थे, एप्पल्स बांट रहे थे, isn't it? उसमें क्या था कि तीनों को हमने 2-2 एप्पल दे दिए थे, पर यहाँ पे मान लो कि पहले वाले को 1, दूसरे को 3, तीसरे को 4 दे दिए गए हैं. Isn't it the same question? Do you understand that? It will be the same question, right? So the remaining things जो बच गई हैं हमारे पास, जैसे x में से 1 चला गया, y में 3 चला गया, z में 4 चला गया, तो बच गया a plus b plus c. Overall this is 1 plus 3, 4 plus 4, 8, 13 minus 8 is 21 minus 8 is 13. So the same thing now, n plus r minus 1, c r minus 1, where n is 13, r is 2, and we r is 3. So we have 15 C2, that is 105 as the final answer. Is that clear? Is that clear, everyone? Let's go to the next one. What happened? Some people missed it. Yeah. What I did over here, I wrote a is equal to x minus 1, b is equal to y minus 3, and c is equal to z minus 4. Now you got it? So a plus b plus c is 13. Is it clear now? And I took the whole number solutions because now a, b, c can be 0 also. Alright, so even if a, b, c is 0, x will be 1, y will be 3, and z will be 4. That is the minimum value of x, y, and z. Is that clear now, Harshvardhan and Only Cat? Cat 2025. Is that clear now? ठीक है? हाँ, चलो ये वाला करते हैं. हिमांशु, थैंक यू फॉर सेइंग दैट. शिवाय की शायरी आई गई है. आपके लिए देखा ना जाए आपको जूझते इस तरह, आपके बिन क्या मज़ा है इस क्लास में, अल्लाह करे आपकी तबीयत हो ठीक और कल आए तंदुरुस्त रहता हूँ इसी आस में. वाह वाह. Yeah, I'm sick today, but then because I promised कि आज करेंगे इसलिए मैं आ गया. And it's also good that you guys are also here. Not so Normie, are you there? Because now the questions are going to be difficult. If you are there, show me a sign, and if you're not there, then any of his friend, just tell him to come back. Yes, Vikas, but it'll be same thing. Unless given in the question. अगर वो order important होता तो हम 2 बार करते, otherwise एक ही काफ़ी है. All right then, Shreya, what happened? Difficult question अगर तो जा रहे हो. मतलब इतने भी difficult नहीं है. So let's try and calculate this. Let the digits be A, B, and C. Okay. First digit. Where is it? First digit cannot be 0. A cannot be 0. So A has to be at least 1. That is given to us. Right? A needs to be at least 1. So I can just say that this is equal to 9, isn't it? Now, या फिर इसको और अच्छे से करना है, अगर प्रॉपर मैथमेटिकली लिखना है तो दिस इज द बेस्ट वे. लेट a इज इक्वल टू a माइनस 1. अब ये ठीक है. सो दिस is equal to 9. Is that right? Now I can have all these to be 0 also. If capital A is 0, small a will be 1. This is what need to write so that there is no confusion. So 9 plus 3 minus 1, C3 minus 1 is what need to calculate. I'll get 11C2, which is 11 into 10 upon 2. So I'll get 55, which a lot of you have got. But there is one problem over here. 55 cannot be the answer. There is one problem. What is that problem? Who will tell me that? Exactly. Now the thing is they are digits, and digits range from 0 to 9. Digits cannot be 10. So in this case, there is a condition when A was equal to 9 and B and C both were equal to 0. You will say there is no problem, 9 can be there. But there is a problem. The problem is if capital A is 9, that means small a is equal to 10. So ideally it was small a, right? Capital तो हमने बनाया था variable, वो actually small a था. जो 3-digit character ID, that was small a, small b and small c. Because they are single digit numbers, they cannot be 10. So I need to remove one case when capital A is equal to 9. So the answer will be 55 minus 1, that is 54. Is that clear, everyone? Now these are the conditions in which questions can become complicated. Clear, all of you? Akanksha, yes, very good. Chalo, next one. All right. It says Rohan wants to create a password, right? 5 unique number chips, each marked with a single digit 2, 4, 5, 7, and 9. Each password must be a number formed using some or all of these digits, but no digit can be repeated in the password. Liam has one strict rule: password must be greater than 4000. He wants to know how many such different passwords greater than 4000 can he create using the digits, each digit used at most once. So there are two things here. One is 4-digit passwords. All right, other is 5-digit passwords. So all the 5-digit passwords will be greater than 4000. That is for sure. Is that right? Hana? 4000 itself is a number of 4 digits. So any number which will be of 5 digits would be greater than 4000. That is for sure. So 5-digit numbers पहले निकाल लेते हैं. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can select the first number. The first number, very first number. In how many ways? In how many ways? 5 ways. So factorial 5 यहाँ पर directly हो गया. I'll get 120. Okay, nice. And the 4-digit numbers. So first can be filled with what? 4, 5, 7 or 9, not 2. So first can be filled in 4 ways. Is that right? Second can be filled in 4 ways again. Then 3 ways and then 2 ways. These 4 ways again, why? Because whatever has been filled here would not be filled here. But overall we had 5 different options. Here I get how much? 96. So 96 plus 120 is 216. That's an easy question. I think all of you must have done, right? Very good. Let's go to next question. Oh, night classes again, those who have joined afterwards. So every night we are having these classes, 12 midnight to 2 a.m. with 24/7 doubt solving. This will cover entire CAT's lesson in 100 days. You want to join this batch, people who are not a regular part of iQuant, you can just join this. Go to description, there is a WhatsApp group, get added and connect with us. Next question. हाँ आशीष, होता है, हो जाता है. आर्यन, एग्जैक्टली किस बात के लिए बोल रहे हो? अच्छा हाँ, कि एग्जैक्ट क्वेश्चन रिपीट हुआ था, राइट. I can see some people have answered it, like Aryan, Kashni, and Aritro. I want to know how you guys are doing it so fast. Do you have someone with you? Or you guys have become really smart? If it is you become really smart, I'm very happy. Sierra status, okay. Kashni took the LCM. Alright. Let's see. Let's say there were A stamps of 2 rupees each, value 2 value, B of value 5, and C of value 10. The sum is 2010. Now you know what, before applying any kind of fundamental principle of counting, we need to understand something. We need to understand that the right hand side is an even number, isn't it? This is an even number, which means And this is also an even number, that is 2a is even, that's also even. So even plus even, now the third one should also be even, isn't it? Am I right? Third one should also be even. Can I say that? Oh, Aryan, thanks for saying that. Can I say that, yes or no? Now, the right hand part is not just even, it's also a multiple of 10. A multiple of 10. So when sum is multiple of 10, that means all these values will be a multiple of 10, or one will be multiple of 10, other two will be multiples of 5. Do you understand that? But because these two are even, that means all are multiples of 10. Do you understand this? So if I say sum of three numbers is a multiple of 10, there are only two possibilities. One is all three numbers are multiples of 10, or one is a multiple of 5, other two are multiples of 5, other is multiple of 10, third one, right? Here this is for sure multiple of 10, we can see that. This cannot be multiple of 5, it's already even, so it should be multiple of 10 only. So the only condition left is all are multiples of 10. Do you understand that? You can just write the numbers are 10x, 10y and 10z. Just forget all this 2a, 5b and 10c. Is that clear, everyone? Does that make sense, everyone? Kashni, is that what you did when you talked about LCM? Is this what you did? All right, very good. So now our life is simplified. This is 2010. I can just take 10 common. I'll be left with x plus y plus z is equal to 201. आगे तुम्हें पता ही है. Whole number solutions निकालने हैं because x, y, z can be 0 also. So 201 plus 3 minus 1, c3 minus 1, which gives us 20, how much? 3c2. 203 into 202 upon 2. Wow, so we got 20503 as the final answer. 3 people could do it, but I think now everybody understands it. So now we realize that almost all many CAT questions, they can belong to any topic, any unit, any chapter. But somehow the questions which you like the most are based on logical observations, right? Yeah, Aryan. तुमने कैसे किया था? No, Yuvraj, we did not take that. That happened with this question only because Kashni could see the multiples of 10. है ना? यहाँ पे उसे दिख रहा था कि मल्टीपल ऑफ 10 है, इसीलिए वो कर पाई ऐसा, अदरवाइज नहीं. जो मैंने बताया बस उसको ध्यान दे दो. That's all. Do not look at the LCM. Okay? All right, Aryan. Let's go ahead. How many of you could not do it? All right, let's see. This is, so basically, you must have realized that the last few questions are tending to be difficult, right? So if I have a 3 by 3 grid, it looks like this. Now there are two things which I can do, right? आयुष्मान कह रहा है केसेस बना गिन लो, कुछ ना कुछ तो आ ही जाएगा. बात तो सही है. Some people getting 14 as the answer, some are getting 22. What is right? Some are getting 18. So, Kashni, what do you get? Aritra? People are getting 14 as well. Okay, so let me say that I colored this one. Okay, बीच वाला colored कर दिया. तो मैं बाकी दो कौन कौन से उठा सकता हूँ? Which all can I pick? It should not share an edge. So I can pick these two. I'm writing one, that means case one. I can write these two. Or I can pick these two. Or I can pick these two. Or I can pick these two. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Is that right? I can pick anything like that. Or if I don't have to do it like this, simply speaking, I can select anything from the corner. 2 out of these 4 guys. That means 4C2 is 6 to ho gayi. Is that clear now? Ayushman, yeah, right. Okay. Now, the next one. Here, when I have not colored the center one. So in the case 1, they were center was colored. In case 2, center won't be colored. Alright, center won't be colored. So I can pick anything like that. So let's say I color this. Now, what all things can I pick now? Who will tell me that? I can't pick this or this. So I can pick this, 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 this or this. Problem is, the center one, when I pick, the cases will be repeated. Is that clear? Is that cool? The moment I pick the center one, the case will repeat it. But I cannot just, eliminate this right now. First I'll count and then I will, eliminate that afterwards. Is that right, everyone? कितने ways में हो जाएगा ये चीज़? So I can color this. ये वाला center पे color नहीं है. So case 1. Now everybody pay attention. Case 1. Center colored. Case 2. Center not colored. आयुष्मान नहीं कर सकते ना. All right. So, in how many ways can I choose this? सेंटर को नहीं कर रहा हूँ चूज, पहला जो चूज किया है आई कैन चूज इन 8 ways. विच वन? व्हेन आई एम कलरिंग दिस, यू नो, बाकी को नहीं सोच रहा मैं. 8 ways, ओके. और कोई भी इनमें से कोई भी 6 आई कैन चूज दिस. बट हियर थिंग्स हैव बीन रिपीटेड. Things have been repeated. What all things have been repeated here? Some cases have been repeated. Yeah, Gashni. So what all will be removed? To understand that how many times we have repeated the case, we need to make one more diagram. So let's say if I make this diagram, I color this one, then in that case, the edges that will be repeated, edges common nahi honge, we'll have only 3, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So what is happening here? I'll draw a blue one. Let me draw a blue. Let's say if I color this, then how many possibilities can I have if I color this one? I won't be choosing this or this. I can choose this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't choose this, this or this. Yeah. Is that right? So when I do not choose a center and I choose a vertex, I am having 8 cases. Wait, just write 8 cases when I am choosing just the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. For these I'll be having how many? 6 cases each. And for remaining, I'll be having 5 cases each. Wait, I'll just draw the case to once more. This got mixed up. Wait a while. Case 1 is clear, right? Let's color these two. I can't choose this, I can't choose this, I can't choose this. I can choose only 1, 2, 3. In 4 different cases I can choose. I select this or this. I can select the third one in these many cases. Is that right? Okay, now the problem is, if I chosen these two, then I'll be having only 1, 2, 3, 4 different choices. If I chosen these two, 4 choices here. Similarly, if I choose these two, having 4 choices more. So 4 into 4, 16 choices more. Is that clear? Is that clear, everyone? थोड़ा और आसान कर दिया उसको. What I'm saying is, by choosing any 2 corners in the same row, I can have 4 different choices. And in how many ways can I choose 2 squares in one row? In 4 different ways. Either these two, or these two, or these two, or these two. So 4 into 4, 16. Overall, 6 plus 16, we'll get 22 as the answer, not 14. Is that clear? हाँ हाँ ठीक है, सेंटर वाला अभी वो कट अभी मिटाएंगे, वो भी मिटाएंगे. वेट 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 वेट. या शुभम. Now we'll have to remove those cases which are common to these two elements. So 6 यहाँ पे, 16 यहाँ पे है. इन दोनों कुछ कॉमन भी तो होंगे. कौन से कॉमन होंगे? जहाँ पे सेंटर वाले केसेस आ जाएंगे. तो सेंटर केस कितनी बार आ रहे हैं हमारे पास? Is that clear? 6 individually, 16 individually. But let us eliminate the cases which have been counted twice. What are those cases which have been counted twice? When the center is selected, because it was there only. वो वहीं पहले से ही था. So 4 cases are there which have been repeated. Let's subtract those 4. So we'll get 18 as the final answer. Also, we can do one thing. Instead of doing it, यहाँ पे 4 into 4 ना करके और इसको मैं काउंट ही ना करता, तब भी हमारा आंसर आता. Would that be fine? That's also one of the ways. ऑल राइट. यहाँ तक क्लियर है? ये अभी और केसेस हैं, अभी और केसेस हैं. So we have taken the center, we have taken the corners. Now we'll taking the squares which are neither on the corners nor on the centers. Okay, let's take that as well. Everybody see. So by now we have calculated 18 cases Now I'll take case 3, and in case 3 I'll select those values, those squares which are neither on the corners nor in the center. ठीक है? तो ले लेता मैं इसको. If I take this, then in how many ways can I select the remaining two? I'll be selecting either this or this or this. Is that right? Everyone? Yeah. Is this clear? कॉर्नर लिया ही नहीं मैंने आयुष्मान, और ना ही सेंटर लिया है. So now we have 4 cases here as well. So overall, if I count everything, पिछले तक 18 हो गया था plus 4. So the final answer becomes 22. It's neither 14 nor 18 nor 10. It's 22. Middle one PSP के पहले ही कर चुके हैं ना count. We have counted in the case 1 itself. Is that clear, everyone? Akanksha, Kashni, Arithro. अरे 3 उठाने हैं ना. कैसे है 4 आए? ऐसे देखो, 1 2 3, फिर ऐसे 1 2 3, 1 2 3. इसको घुमा के देख लो. ओके, राइट आदित्य? Let's do the next one. Yeah, because कुछ क्वेश्चन छोड़ने के लिए भी होते हैं. That's a difficult question. I'll just think of some easy calculation. Till then you solve this. All right. How many of you could not do it? So, this circle. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay. Let's pick the biggest number. Let's place 7 over here. If I place 7 over here, then adjacent to it, what can I place? Product should be less than 20. So 7 3s are 21 होता है, उससे कम ही लेंगे. 2 लेंगे या 1 लेंगे. So I'll take 1 here and 2 here or vice versa. Is that right, everyone? Yeah, Ashman, 2 guesses हो जाएंगे उसके लिए. Clear to all of you? Now, once I have taken this, उससे सेकेंड जो बड़ा नंबर है वो देख लेते हैं, क्योंकि हम बड़ा क्यों देखना है, क्योंकि हमें 20 से कम रखना है. तो 6 को हम कहाँ रख सकते हैं? 6 को आई कैन कीप हियर और हियर, एनीवेयर आई कैन कीप, राइट. 1 2 3. Okay, I can keep 6 here and keep here as well. एक काम करता हूँ, पहले मैं एक ही केस लेता हूँ, बाद में दूसरा केस मैं साइड में बना लूँगा, सो दैट देयर इज नो कन्फ्यूजन एट ऑल. लिख लेता हूँ यहाँ पे. सो फॉर 6 आई हैव 2 केसेस, फॉर 1 आई हैव 2 केसेस, 1 2 आई हैव 2 केसेस, राइट. ओके, व्हाट एल्स कैन बी डन? नाउ आई एम लेफ्ट विद 4 and 5. 4 5, तो 6 अगर यहाँ रखूँगा मैं, remaining is 3 4 and 5. So I can keep, if 6 is here, can keep 3 here. 6 3s are 18, 3 5s are 15, 3 4s are 20. That is a possibility. Is that right, everyone? Is that right? Yeah. 6 को वहाँ रखता तो ये उल्टी हो जाती है. So basically what is happening, for 7 I have 7 different positions, and for each of them मतलब 1 2 के लिए 2 cases हैं, 6 के लिए 2 cases हैं, 5 के लिए 2 cases हैं, overall 2 into 2 into 2. So we have 56 cases in total. This is a simple question, right? That's all. All right. 1 and 2, 3 and 6, 4 and 5. इन सब के 2 cases each. और 7 खुद के 7 cases, because there are 7 positions in total. Is that clear, everyone? Any doubt? Akanksha? Vikas? Praveen? Clear now? Aryan? All clear. Okay. I was thinking, about the previous question, that what if the question like that comes in the exam, we do it like this, it'll be taking a lot of time. So I thought of an easy way. Do you want me to tell you? Obviously you will want me to tell you. See, one more way I thought of. Okay, everybody pay attention. And I will go row wise. Akanksha, you there? Just look at this. You will enjoy this one. थोड़ा छोटा करते हैं इस सवाल को, कोशिश करते हैं 30 seconds के अंदर सॉल्व करने की. So if I pick, case 1 is 1 square in one row. And case 2 is 2 squares. Forget about center and everything. 2 squares in one row. Now we won't be confused about any kind of repetition. We सोच रहा था, and today as I'm very sick, my mind is running really 10 times at a slower speed. But I just thought and I came upon this. Everybody pay attention. 1 square in one row. So let's say I pick this one. Okay, I pick this one. Then other I can pick in how many ways? The other one, the other one. So 1 square in one row can be done in 3 ways. This or this, right? If I picked this, let's say I chosen this, then I can choose these two. This, and this. Or, right? See, this and this, that is a possibility. Do you understand? If I chosen this, then I would have chosen this or this. Getting it? So for every choice that I have here, I have 2 choices more in the second row. And for every choice that I have in second row, I have 2 choices more in the third row. So 3 into 2 into 2. It gives us 12. Is that clear? All of you? Is that clear now? सबको समझ में आ गया है? अब case 2, 2 squares in one row. 2 squares in one row, so I can choose, the only possibility I can choose these two. I cannot choose 2 adjacent. है ना? तीसरा क्या चूज कर लूँगा मैं? तीसरा चूज करने के तरीके हो जाएंगे मेरे पास. 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways. I'll be having 4 different ways. 4 ways if I choose upper 2. मैं blue से करता हूँ. If I choose these two, then I'll be having how many ways to choose the other ones? 1 and 2 ways. And if I choose these two, देखो मैंने color coding कर दिया. Then next I'll be choosing 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you see now, 4 plus 2 plus 1 is what we have. 4 plus 2 plus 4 is what we have. ब्लू वाले के लिए 4 वेज थे, सॉरी ग्रीन के लिए, येलो के लिए 4 वेज थे, ब्लू के लिए 2 ही वेज थे. 4 plus 2 is 10. So 10 here and 12 there. 10 plus 12, the answer is 22. So we could have done this question in 30 seconds. It's just that you need to be healthy. तो ध्यान रखना, कैट में बीमार मत पड़ जाना. Is that clear now? यश ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. ये तो हमने कर ही लिया है. नेक्स्ट वन. आयुष्मान एग्जैक्टली. All right. Twelve plugins can be distributed in this many ways, but there are 3 different people. Everybody gets the same number of the 4 each. This one 3 बार होगा. That's it. Is that clear? All right. This one was an easy question. Where we have n things to be distributed between r people equally. Yeah, Ajay, exactly. Not a difficult thing. Next one. नहीं आर्यन, उस केस में बराबर नहीं है ना सब कुछ, सबको बराबर बांटना था, इसलिए ऐसा होगा. राकेश. All right. All the girls must stand together. So let's say we have girls G1, G2, G3. They are together in factorial 3 ways. and the boys, Ben and Tom should not be together. So let's say Ben is here and Tom is here. In between we have B1, B2. Now Ben and Tom are on the extremes. Okay. Which means it can be Tom and Ben as well, and B1, B2 can also be arranged. So 2 into 2 ways are there. Is that clear? Is that clear? This can also happen that B1 is here, Ben is here, B2 is here, and Tom is here. Now Ben, Tom, B1, B2 can be arranged in again 2 into 2 ways. That's also a possibility. Alright. Similarly, we can also have Ben here, B1 here, Tom here, and B2 here. Again 2 into 2 ways. अरे यार. All right. So this will be added, right? Because girls' condition is fixed, and boys can be choosing either of these 3 ways. Now, this is for when girls are first, then comes the boys. But this arrangement in itself can be interchanged. Boys come first, girls come second. Come second. So let's multiply this by 2. So 2 into 6 into this is 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12. Answer is 144. Is that clear? Is that clear, everyone? Simple, no? All right. Next. They need, okay, 5 people are required. Team leaders can be 1, 2, 3 or 4. I think this is not a difficult question. So out of 10 people we need to select, let's say there is one leader team. So 10 C1, leader has been selected. From remaining guys, let's select 4 people to be team followers. Plus 10 C2 into 8 C what? 3 plus 10 C3 into 8 C2 plus 10 C4 into 8 C1. That's all. We cannot have 5 leaders. This is 10 into how much? 9 C4 is how much? 24, 3, 7, 21, 6, 126 plus 10 C2, 45 into 8, 7, 6, 56 plus 10 C3. I think you can calculate that, right? You will get 7560 in the end. Okay. ये मैंने गलत कर दी है. 3 तो ये 7 होगा, 4 तो ये 6 होगा. All right. ये आकांक्षा टाइपो है. Okay. Okay. ऑलरेडी आकांक्षा, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Oh, night classes. I think a lot of you are attending those classes, right? Majorly people are free in the night, so they're attending these classes. And 12 to 2 a.m. You can just watch that. Coming to the next one. Ajay needs hard questions. All of you got this? ठीक है. Here 5 dates are there. Let's say dates are A, B, C, D, E, and let's say I repeated any one of it. So we have 6 digits, factorial 6, out of which 2 are repeated. These are the cases. This is for repetition of any one. We have 5 such values, so let's multiply this by 5 and get the answer. That is 1800. I hope this is how you must have done it, right? We have 6 different numbers. Right? Factorial 6 upon factorial 2, because 2 are same. And that same number can be chosen in 5 different ways. That is how we got the answer. Is that clear? Coming to next one. इसमें तो आगे वही नहीं है, क्वेश्चन इनकम्प्लीट है. This is complete. Okay, chalo, let's do this one. No, Aryan, can't be 5 की power 6. Very fast, Ajay. 43 junior level and 51 senior level participants. Each pair of junior plays one match, each senior plays one match. There is no junior versus senior match. Number of girl versus girl matches in junior level is 153. Okay. So let me say GJ represents girls in junior. ऐसा नहीं, ऐसे करते हैं. Junior, small g and small b. Senior, capital G and capital B. Number of girls and number of boys. So girls versus girl in junior matches is 153. Every pair plays a match. So how many matches will be played? What do you think? The G girls, every girl plays against everyone. So every girl plays G minus 1 matches, isn't it? G into G minus 1, but the opposite can happen, that is why upon 2. You can also write GC2. GC2 is also possible. This is equal to how much? 153. Is that right? And then it says number of boys versus boys in senior level. So B into B minus 1 upon 2 is given as 276. You can use combination also, GC2 and BC2. That is what you can also calculate. इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए ना, हाँ अजय, सॉल्व करने के लिए ना इसको मैं सिंपल दिखाई दे रहा है कि ये 17 इंटू 9 होता है, isn't it? 17 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 9, तो जी 17 हो जाएगा. और यहाँ पे कैन आई ब्रेक दिस सेम वे जैसे यहाँ ब्रेक किया मैंने, टेबल देख लिया, 17 9 153 होता है. किससे ब्रेक हो रहा है? Without even calculating, some people might create the quadratic equation, but it is not required. (27 and 6). So I can see 24 and 36. 24, 36. 2:3. Okay. 12 से break हो रहा है क्या? 12 2s are 24. 3 2:3. Yes. So 23 and 24. Okay. So we get B as 24. Perfect. आगे solve हो ही जाएगा. Number of matches a boy plays against a girl. तो यहाँ गर्ल अगर 17 बॉयज कितने हो जाएंगे? 43 माइनस 17. यहाँ पे निकाल लोगे गर्ल्स. ठीक है, यू कैन डू इट राइट. ओके, लेट्स एक डिफिकल्ट सवाल दूँ क्या मैं? आई विल क्रिएट अ डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, आई थिंक लॉट ऑफ इजी क्वेश्चंस हैव बीन डन. लेट मी क्रिएट अ डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन माई ओन. रेडी? मुझे भी लग रहा था कि काफ़ी आसान सवाल है. यू नो व्हाट, आई हैव नॉट सीन दीज क्वेश्चंस. आई थिंक यू नो दैट आई वाज very sick, still am. Fever, cold and cough. So the content team made the questions and did not review. I just came here and was started taking the class without even thinking about it. All right. हाँ वो निकाल लोगे B25, G18, all that stuff. So we are not going to do much over there. तो एक काम करते हैं, एक डिफिकल्ट सवाल मैं बना देता हूँ यहीं पे, ठीक है? There is a board of infinite grids, infinite square grids, just like a chessboard. ठीक है? Just like a chessboard. जैसे ये होता है. So in chessboard you have seen that there are 8 columns and 8 rows, but infinite है, पता नहीं कहाँ पे कहाँ तक है. शिवाय भी करूँगा, थोड़ी देर में करता हूँ ख़त्म करके इसको. ओके. सो there is a man. This man can move overall 9 steps. Overall 9 steps. In which direction? Upward, downward, rightward और leftward. 9 steps at once ले लेगा या मिला के लेगा. मतलब टोटल ये जो मूव करेगा वो उसका मूवमेंट 9 होगा. ओके, इट कैन बी 1 step left, then 1 top and so on. All right. Now what happens? This is his initial position जो दिख रहा है. फाइनल पोजीशन क्या है? Either this or this or this or this. So basically his final position is 1 step away from his initial position in either the up or the down or the left or the right direction. Is the question clear, everyone? Is the question clear? You have to find the number of ways in which this can happen. Chalo, let's solve this. Okay, I'm repeating the question. The board of infinite square grids as shown here. In the question it won't be shown, but I have shown it to you so that it becomes easy for you. The yellow position of the man is the initial position. Final position can be either of these. Basically, the question was asking, in how many ways can this man, after moving 9 steps in upward, downward, rightward or leftward direction, or any combination of this, would be 1 step away from his initial position with this or that. So I have just given it in a diagrammatic sense as well. So how many ways will be there if he total moves 9 steps? So A steps up, B steps down, C steps right, D steps left. So A plus B plus C plus D must be 9. Alright. Is the question clear? Chalo. 2 minutes more. Ajay, is your answer 16? How many of you cannot do this question at all? अब बोल रहे थे कि मुश्किल सवाल दो, मुश्किल सवाल दो. अब दे दिया तो आंसर नहीं कर रहे. 4 to the power 9, Aman, okay. You sure? Okay, Ayushman. Yes, Ayushman, you are thinking right. चलो एक काम करते हैं, मैं मिटा रहा हूँ इसको. I'm going to solve it. Make the table. Tell me something. If the person is 1 step away from his initial position, it is either in up or down or left or right direction. That means for any case, either vertical or horizontal movement should balance each other, and the other one should be having 1 step ka difference. That means, I'll tell you what. That means if it doesn't move vertical at all, 0 steps up, 0 step down, then left or right can be, if you move 5 steps left and 4 steps right, he will be at the left position. Is that right? All of you understand this? Yes or no? Is that clear, guys? Similarly, let's say he moved one step up, one step down. 2 steps have been done. Now 7 are remaining. 4 step left, 4 step right. Now he'll be at left position. Similarly, 2 2 here, this will be 3 2. 3 3 here, this will be 2 1. 3 3 6 8 9. 4 4 here, this will be 1 0. These are the 5 sub cases. I want you guys to absorb this information and tell me if you have understood this. Okay. Getting it? All of you? Oh, Samyak, you are here. Hey, Samyak. Ayushman, समझ में आ गया? Ajay, Akanksha, everyone who is here now. So, now what I wrote, the first one 0054, this can also be 0045 or 5400 or 4500. So essentially, all of this will be having, they'll be repeated 4 times. है ना? So instead of writing all this, I've just written one and then it'll be repeated. So there'll be 20 sub cases in total. Like the person can be one step towards the left in 4 ways, 20 ways. एक दो तीन चार पाँच 5 ways. It can be on right in 5 ways, can be up in 5 ways, can be down in 5 ways. Nobody is saying anything in the comment section. Do tell me if you have understood this part, yes or no. Samyak, you're not feeling well. I am suffering with high fever right now. Yeah, Aditya. So multiplied by 4, now there will be right, up and down. Okay, ये clear हो गया. Overall, how many movement, what is the movement that he has made? 9, factorial 9, 5 of one type, 4 of one type. So 0 of one type, 0 of one type. So factorial 9 upon factorial 0 into factorial 0 into factorial 5 into factorial 4. That is for the first one. The second one, I'll get this. For third one, I'll be getting this. For this fourth one, I'll be getting factorial 1, factorial 0 लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, मैं लिख रहा हूँ समझाने के लिए. इसके लिए it will be this. Add all of it, then multiply by 4. That will be the answer. How do you like it? Calculate, then add all of it. This will be 126, I think. This will be 2520. शायद सही सोच रहा हूँ. बाकी कैलकुलेट कर लो, सबको ऐड कर दो, then multiply by 4. Akanksha, why we divide? That is something which you know. If there are ये ट्रिक ही तो है अजय, ये ट्रिक है, इससे बड़ा, इससे छोटा कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Why do we divide? अरे अभी ये क्वेश्चन गया था जहाँ पे 12 चीज़ें थी. और 3 लोगों को 4 मिल रहा है। हमने कैसे किया था? फैक्टोरियल 12 अपॉन फैक्टोरियल 4 इंटू फैक्टोरियल 4 इंटू फैक्टोरियल 4। जब भी कोई सवाल ऐसा है जहाँ पे यू हैव n थिंग्स एंड दे आर डिवाइडेड इनटू आर इक्वल पार्ट्स और आर अनइक्वल पार्ट्स, जैसे कि n इज इक्वल टू लेट से a प्लस बी प्लस सी, आई वांट टू डिवाइड n इंटू ए बी सी, सो फैक्टोरियल n अपॉन फैक्टोरियल a इंटू दिस, ये होता है ना। और इक्वली डिवाइड करना तो इक्वल हो जाएगा व्हेन a b c विल बी इक्वल, isn't it? That is what we have been doing. कल को सबको पता है वो कैसे हो रहा है, आकांक्षा यू ऑल्सो नो, बट जैसे मैंने डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन में डाल दिया तो तुम वो सिंपल सी बात भूल गई, राइट? सभी भूल गए। जो लोग उन्हीं चीज़ों को छोटे सवालों में कर ले रहे थे, बड़े सवाल में उसको भूल जा रहे हैं। तो इसको याद करने से बेटर ये है, हमेशा याद रखो, दिस वन वे, यू नो, अगर मेरे पास कुछ चीज़ें हैं तो उसको जब मैं 2 पार्ट्स में बराबर करना है ना, जैसे मान लो, अच्छा एक बात बताओ, इफ़ आई आस्क यू हाउ मेनी रेक्टेंगल्स आर देयर इन अ चेस बोर्ड, चलो 8x8 बोल देता हूँ मैं, कि वैसे होता है 8x8 ही है। हाउ डू यू फाइंड इट? नाउ टेल मी समथिंग, हाउ मेनी वर्टिकल्स लाइन्स डू वी हैव? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 वर्टिकल लाइन्स होंगी ना, तभी तो बनेगा चेस बोर्ड, because one boundary will be there and similarly we'll be having 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9 horizontal lines, yes or no? है ना? अरे आंसर सबको पता है, लेकिन समझना है इस बात को। तो हो क्या रहा है, 9 वर्टिकल लाइन्स को में 2 तरीके से अरेंज करना है। तो ये तुमने तरीका शायद नहीं देखा होगा कभी, ऐसा क्यों होता है, ध्यान से सुनना। जो मैं यहाँ बताया ना अभी थोड़ी देर पहले, उसी को, दिस इज समथिंग विच इज़ माई सिग्नेचर। थोड़ा बीमार हो तो क्या हुआ, लेकिन अपना सिग्नेचर छोड़ सकता हूँ। जो हमेशा एक नई चीज़ मिलती है, आज मालूम पड़ेगा। तो 9 में से ना, ये 9 चीज़ें 2 तरह के ग्रुप्स में बांटी जा सकती हैं। कौन सी 2 ग्रुप्स? एक वो जो बाउंड्री पे है और एक वो जो बाउंड्री पे नहीं है। तो बाउंड्री पे 2 चीज़ें हैं, फैक्टोरियल 2 और 7 नहीं है, फैक्टोरियल 7। दिस इज़ हाउ आई हैव अरेंज्ड द वर्टिकल लाइन्स, and the same way I can arrange the horizontal lines as well, getting it? And that is how I get the answer. So to simplify things, listen to me very carefully. To simplify things, if we have n objects, overall n objects, और उसमें out of those n objects there are certain groups, 2 groups, 3 groups or 4 groups of similar things, then we will be arranging it this way, like I arrange the chessboard. So now you will be getting a practical example of why this thing happens. So even if you knew that 9c2 का square gives you number of rectangles in a chessboard, now you know that how this thing acts in across all the questions. Clear हो गया? a plus b चीज़ों को अरेंज करना है where a एक जैसे हैं, b एक जैसे हैं, तो क्या हो जाएगा? फैक्टोरियल a plus b अपॉन फैक्टोरियल a इंटू फैक्टोरियल b। हमेशा के लिए याद कर लो। हाँ, अब उसको समझना कि कौन चीज़ें किस तरह से है, जैसे रेक्टेंगल में बताया नहीं गया है ना, बाकी जगह मालूम पड़ जाए। रेक्टेंगल में खुद समझना है कि 2 लाइंस वो थी जो बाउंड्री पे थी और 7 वो थी जो बाउंड्री पे नहीं थी, ठीक है ना। इस तरह हमने इसे क्लासीफाई कर दिया और आंसर निकाल दिया। Now this is something which people do not think about, but now I think that you are right. अजय, किसका आंसर 16 आया है? कौन से क्वेश्चन का 16 आया है? I'll wait for a minute, everybody. If you absorb this information. This question was difficult, right? किसके वेज? पिछले वाले के? वो तो बहुत ज़्यादा थे। 16 थोड़ा सही है, 20 तो सब केसेस ही थे। कैलकुलेट किया था मैंने अभी. क्या हो गया अजय, भूल गए क्या सब? 4 times this plus, आ रहा है याद? This will be the number of cases. See, इसको पूरे को कैलकुलेट कर लो, that will be the answer. Got it? इंटरेस्टिंग लगा क्वेश्चन ये वाला कि नहीं लगा? कुछ तो बोलो, सब लोग एकदम शांत से हैं. मज़ा आया? चलो. चलो ये करो एक बार, दिस क्वेश्चन. ओके आर्यन. Okay. हाउ मेनी पॉइंट्स डू वी हैव? वी हैव 10 पॉइंट्स. कितने हैं? अजय ख़त्म कर रहे हैं. ये लास्ट क्वेश्चन है. मैं भी जाऊंगा यार, मेरे तो बोला ही नहीं जा रहा. You guys can see it, right? It's supposed to be 4 hours, पर 3 hours में ख़त्म कर देंगे. दस पॉइंट फोर. ओ सेंटर भी है. 11 पॉइंट्स. सो 11C3 तो हो ही गया, बट देयर विल बी some cases which will not be counted. Which cases? When all 3 points will be collinear. So we'll have to subtract 5. जैसे मान लो A, O और B. तुमने अगर A, O, B select कर लिया तो वो triangle नहीं बनेगा. So answer is not 160. Answer is 1. हाँ, समझ गए ना? So 11C3 is 11 into 10 into 9 upon 3 into 2 into 1 minus 5 is the answer. So 165 minus 5, that is 160 is the answer. So तुम लोग 160 बोल रहे हो क्या? हाँ ठीक है, फिर 160. लीनियर पॉइंट्स नहीं लेंगे. ये सब तो हमने ऐसे क्वेश्चन कर लिए हैं. ये भी सिंपल है. ये भी सिंपल ही है. ये ऑलरेडी हो चुका है. All right, so we are done. So we have done, I think, close to 25 questions today. One was very difficult, है ना? तो बट हाँ, PNC से सिर्फ एक ही सवाल आएगा. बहुत बार 2 सवाल आ जाएंगे, पर जब भी इसको तुम देखोगे तो एक बार ना तो ये पूरा क्लियर हो जाएगा. और वैसे भी और मैराथन हम लेते रहेंगे. अलजेब्रा आई थिंक सबने देखा था लास्ट वीक. शिवाय सेज कहते हैं बहुत मुश्किल किसी का दिल जीतना, मजाक नहीं किसी को समझना, जिस तरह सिखाते हो क्वांट आप अगले जन्म में भी क्वांट पढ़ने आप. अरे वाह. ओके शिवाय, चलो. Take care everyone. I'll just go and have some tea. Take care. Good night. And now tell me, how do you like the session? Look, obviously आज थोड़ी एनर्जी मेरी लो थी, but then the questions and everything, energy was low, but I think discussion was proper. We did some good discussion. Low energy came into the, I think, probably killed the vibe, but did not kill the mathematical ideas. Huh? Yeah, Akanksha. अजय नहीं, अभी मैट क्लास नहीं है ना. अभी मैट क्या हो गया? चलो.